Hi. Uh, so, Hi students. So today first year limits and continuous లో ఐపీఈ ప్రకారం లాస్ట్ ఎక్సర్సైజ్లో 4 మార్క్స్ ఎట్లా చేయాలో మనం ఇప్పుడు చూస్తున్నాం. సో సి ఆల్ ఆఫ్ యూ. సో థ్యాంక్ యూ. లిమిట్స్ ఎక్సర్సైజ్ 8E. లిమిట్స్ ఎక్సర్సైజ్ 8E. ఓకే. సో ప్లీజ్ లిజన్ and support our channel Siddhartha Maths Academy. Okay, nice, thank you. So first of all, what is continuous, what is discontinuous? We have to know that continuity means, what is continuity? That means continuous or discontinuous. Continuous or discontinuous. Okay, if it is continuous or discontinuous, how should you know? So case number 1 is what? Right hand limit. Right hand limit is equals to left hand limit. If right hand limit is equals to left hand limit, then it is, the function is called continuous. Whether it is right hand limit or not equals to left hand limit, that is discontinuous. Okay, this is continuous and this is discontinuous, right? And the third category of there, that is what, there is no need of right hand limit and left hand limit. If there is a symbol for less than or greater than, there is, we use right hand limit and left hand limit. There is no less than or greater than symbols, we should not go for right hand limit and left hand limit. Directly we will go for limit. That is what limit extends to a f of x. It is given that limit extends to a means any number. Limit extends to a f of x we have to find, and he given answer also, that is f of a. It is given in the question, f of a. We have to find limit extends to a f of x. In the question he given that f of a. If both are equal, then the function is called continuous. Then the function is called continuous. Right, this is a continuity. That means maybe continuous or discontinuous. Okay, now we will go for the questions like that. We have to write one more question. See this all of you. The first question is, that is given that f of x is equals to sin 2x by x, where x not equals to 0, and f of x is equals to 1, where x is equals to 0. Verify continuity. That is the, so continuity means continuous or discontinuous. Now we have to go for, I am asking a question, where there is any use of go for right hand limit and left hand limit? There is no use. So why? Because there is no symbol for greater than or less than. Now there is no use of right hand limit and left hand limit. Now we will go for directly limit. That is what? Answer it. Limit x tends to 0, f of x. That is what? Limit x tends to 0, sin 2x by x. And limit x tends to 0, you know that already I posted this for formulas of limits. There is what? Sin x by x is what? 1. Sin x by x is what? 1. Here sin 2x by x. but we have to use 2x. In the denominator also we should have 2x. Now put here 2. Whether multiplied by 2, it is also need of multiplied by 2. Now numerator also 2 and denominator also 2. Now it is what? Sin x by x is what? 1 into 2. That is what? 2. What is our limit value? 2. But in the question he given that 1. Okay. Both are equal? No. So our limit is 2. In the question he given that 1. Both are not equal. So finally we conclude that. What? See this. Finally we conclude that limit x tends to a, f of x not equals to f of a. Therefore, at x is equals to a, at x is equals to a means at x is equals to 0. At x is equals to 0, it is a discontinuous. That is the question. And so many students have one question and one doubt. That is what said. Sir, why we take limit x tends to 0? In the question, see once in the question, x not equals to 0 and x is equals to 0. That too I have to take limit x tends to 0. Whether it is x is equals to 2, limit x tends to 2. Whether it is x is equals to 3, limit x tends to 3. That's why I have to take limit x tends to 0. And both are not equal. It is the answer for this question. We will go for next question. So that is what. Please follow and write down this. It is very important. 4 marks in the IPA examinations. And second question is what? F of x is equals to x square minus 9 by x square minus 2x minus 3 where x not equals to 3. And it is 1.5 where x is equals to 3. Prove that it is continuous. Prove that what? It is continuous. Okay, good. Now what do I have to do? Continuous means there is a two type of concepts. One is the right hand limit and left hand limit. When we will go for that concept, if there is greater than and less than symbols are there in the question, we should move for right hand limit and left hand limit. But in this question, third concept is what I already told, that there is no need of right hand limit and left hand limit. Directly we will go for limit. That is what? Limit x square minus 9 by x square minus 2x minus 3. We have to find this limit, and if it is answer equals to this is our limit, this is in the question limit. If both are equal, it is continuous, otherwise it is discontinuous, not a problem. Now we will go for the limit. Limit x tends to what? 3. So limit x tends to 3, x square minus 9 by x square minus 2x minus 3. Now we should factor this. Limit x tends to 3, x square minus 9 can be written as x square minus 3 square. And by what we have to factorize it? 1. See this, observe carefully. If you don't know anybody factorization, please listen carefully. I can make you good. This is what? 1. There is no number 1. This is what? Minus 3. Now see this. This is minus 3. Minus 3 is in which table? 3 is in which table? 3 into 1 only. 3 into 1. But what is your symbol? Minus. Then we have to do 3 minus 1 or 1 minus 3. But I pick out only this. Why? Because in the middle term is series minus 2. Minus 2 means 1 minus 3 got minus 2. Now I can write it, the middle term, 1x minus 3x minus 3. Got it? Now please see this. I should complete as early as possible, and you can understand very well. This is the very easiest methods. Now I will go for that. Limit x tends to 3. A square minus b square is what, students? A square minus b square is what? A plus b into a minus b. A plus b into a minus b. By, in this, what is the common thing? Here it is what, x square, and here it is what, x. Now x is a common. Now here x, and we take out x, only 1 is there. And it is also minus 3. Minus 3 and minus 3 common. Same person, same pattern is there, that is x plus 1. Now we will go for the last step. X plus 3 into x minus 3 by, whether there is common is what, x plus 1, and the remaining part is x minus 3 got cancelled. Now we have limit x tends to 3, x plus 3 by x plus 1. Now what we have to do finally? Just submit x in this pattern. So x is equals to what? 3. Now we will go for that. X is equals to what? 3. You go that x is equals to 3, submit here. 3 plus 3 by 3 plus 1. That is what? 6 by 4. 2 3s are 2 2s are 3 by 2 means 1.5. We got 1.5, and in the question also 1.5. So both are equal. So finally, what is the conclusion? Limit x tends to 3, f of x and f of 3 both are same for 1.5. Therefore, at x is equals to 3, it is continuous. It is continuous. Okay, you understood well? And please follow this, and also keep it in your notes. It is very useful to all the students, friends. The student who are going for IPE examinations, please follow all the students like these questions. These are very important, and every day I will try to make you good in maths. Every day I will post this type of questions and important questions, everything. Now I will go for next question. I will go for next question, friends. See this. F of x is equals to cos ax minus cos bx by x square, where x not equals to 0, and half b square minus a square, x is equals to 0. X is equals to 0. Right? Now, what we said that, prove that it is continuous at 0. We said that what? Prove that it is continuous at 0. Right. So continuous means, already I told you a lot of times in the video, there is a two concepts, right hand limit and left hand limit, but there is no use because greater than and less than is not in the question. That's why there is no use of right hand limit and left hand limit. Then we will directly go for limit at what? 0. Now I will go for that. It is a very, very important question. Limit x tends to 0, cos ax, cos bx by x square. That is what? Just see this. The trigonometric formula is there. Cos c minus cos d. That is only important formula in this sum. It is a very important question. What is a cos c minus cos d? Minus 2 sin c plus d by 2 sin c minus d by 2. That is the formula. Now we submit the formula here. What happened? S. What happened? Limit x tends to 0. Minus 2 sine. This is what C and this is what D. C plus D by 2. And sine C minus D by 2 by x square got split into x into x. That is a major step in this question, students. Just observe and carefully follow this. Cos C minus cos D. Cos C minus cos D is equals to what? Minus 2 sin C plus D by 2 sin C minus D by 2. That is the formula. So I put here. And what about sir x square? X square can be written as x into x. That's split x into x. Now we will go for the next question. Please write down. Please write down all the students. You can keep this question, please. Finally, what will happen? Finally, what happened? You'll see this. Split the limits for every trigonometry. If we go for limits in trigonometric equations, every trigonometry got limit. Here sine and here also sine. So minus 2 becomes constants, that will be keep sine, and now sine x common this a plus b by 2 into x by x, and again limit x tends to 0. Sine x common here a minus b by 2x. You know one thing directly. If it is a or k, whatever it is, see this. Limit x tends to 0. Sin kx by x is always k. Sin kx by x is always k. Now what I have to write here finally? Minus 2. Sin kx by x is what? K. Again, sin kx by x is what? K. Got cancelled 2 and 2. Numerator and denominator terms both are equal, cancelled. And what? Minus a plus b into a minus b. A square minus b square by 2. If minus move to the inside, this will be rechanged b square minus a square by 2. You see this? What is the final step? What is the final step? That is, question is what? Cos x minus cos bx by x square. What is the answer? That b square minus a square by 2. But in the question you observe that in the question he also given that half b square minus a square. Both are equal. Therefore, limit x tends to 0. F of x is equals to f of 0. So it is a continuous function. Okay, it is continuous function. Sorry, students. So now we will go for the next question. Here one question is there. F of x is equals to k square x minus k, and f of x is equals to 2. That is x greater than 1 and x less than 1. Okay. It is continuous on R. It is continuous on R. Find K. That is what? Find K. Students, it is also very important question for IPA. Okay? What is a continuous means? Already it is a boring. Already I told that. Continuous means first concept right hand limit and left hand limit. Yes, it is used that. Now its question goes for that rule. Why? Because there is a greater than and there is a less than. Now we have to take right hand limit. Right hand limit at what? Continuous on R. R means 0 and 0 below and 0 above. But what are the numbers? See on the question 1. Now we will go for at 1. Right hand limit at 1. Right hand limit at 1. Limit extends to 1 plus. That is what? Right hand limit means 1 plus. So 1 plus means x value more than 1. X value more than 1 means it is x value more than 1. X value more. That is k square x minus k. Now we will go for x is equals to 1 plus h. 1 plus means 1 plus h. Now the limit x becomes h tends to what? Limit x becomes h tends to what? If it is x1 plus 1 becomes minus 1, 1 minus 1 0. Now h tends to 0. And what k square? X means 1 plus h and minus k. Now h means what? 0. Put here k square 1 plus 0 minus k. That is k square into 1 k square. 0 beside that. So that is what right hand limit. You understood? Please keep doing and follow the class and write down, prepare notes. It is very useful in the IP examinations. Okay? That is what I have to go for right hand limit at 1 because there is ones. So right hand limit at 1. 1 plus means x is equals to 1 plus h. X means 1 and limit h means 0. That is clearly we have to understood. Any doubts, please comment. I will rectify your doubt. Next. Now we will go for left hand limit. Put here, this is right hand limit. And I will go for left hand limit. So left hand limit at 1. Left hand limit at 1. Limit extends to 1 minus. 1 minus means x value less than 1. Here it is less than. That is what 2. Now what is the left hand limit? 2. We got left hand limit is what? 2. Right hand limit is what? A k square minus k. Now for continuous, f is continuous. You already said that. F is continuous. Now right hand limit is equals to what? Left hand limit. Now k square minus k plus 2 becomes minus 2. We have to factorize it. 1 into minus 2. That is minus 2. Minus 2 is in which table? 2 into 1. Here it is minus. So 2 minus 1 and 1 minus 2. We have to keep it. 1 minus 2 is equals to what? Minus 1. Why? Because in the middle term it is minus 1k. That is 1 minus 2. Now the k split into 1k minus 2k. Now here k square and k common it. K square and remaining that k. Already k outside, k plus 1 it is a common thing. Here also minus 2 common, same as it is k plus 1 0. Now k plus 1 into k minus 2 is equals to 0. Finally plus 1 becomes minus 1 and minus 2 becomes plus 2. That is what the question. It is a very easy. Please follow the class clearly And you should, if there is any chance, make a notes and write down this part into your note size. It is very helpful and useful. Okay. Now we will go for next question. That is what? Okay. So next question is what? F of x is equals to what? Sin x, x less than or equals to 0, x square plus a, 0 less than x less than 1, bx plus 3, 1 less than x less than 3, and minus 3, x greater than 3. That is the question. Okay? It is continuous on what he said in the question. It is continuous on R, then find A and B values. A and B values is a very most important question in the IP examination. 4 marks, right? Now see this. These are all 4 functions are there. What he said that it is continuous on R. What he said that it is continuous on R. R means what? So many numbers are there. Say, but what should we have to take? And first, finally, continuous means right hand limit and left hand limit. Is there necessary or not? Please check it question. Yes, there is a less than greater than symbols are there. Students, less than and greater than symbols are there. So, what do we have to do? Yes, right hand limit and left hand limit. Okay, clear? But sir, where we have to take right hand limit and left hand limit? First, you keep this. In the first 2 functions, observe what are the common numbers. Here 0 and here 0. So first, we should take right hand limit at 0 and also left hand limit at 0. Finish it. Right hand limit at 0. That's what limit extends to 0 plus. 0 plus means x value more than 0. Here also 0, here also 0. But it is x less than, it is x greater than. Now we have to take x square plus a. Here what 0 be in this x? 0 square plus a. That is what a. Simply, not we have to write 0 plus, it's not an issue. And left hand limit at 0. At 0. Yes, limit extends to 0 minus. Students, it is very easy. Please follow this. It is also 0 is there, both sides 0 is there. But what? X 0 minus, that means x value less than 0. Yes, x value less than 0, that is sin x. This is not 0 minus. This is 0 minus, not minus 0. That is also 0, that is only 0. Yes, we have to take it as 0. Sin 0 is what? 0. What he told that continuous. Continuous means right hand limit and left hand limit is equal. It is continuous. It is continuous. So right hand limit is equals to left hand limit. That when we will get already a is equals to 0. Now we will go for B. And the second question is what? Observe the 3. Observe this 3. Here it is what? 1 is there. So now we have to take second question at 1 right hand limit and left hand limit. Okay, understood what is the next step? So first you observe this and keep writing on the rough notebook. If you have practiced well, it will be give you good result in the examinations. Very sure about that. Now I will go for the ones. Right hand limit at 1 and left hand limit at 1. Okay? So right hand limit and left hand limit. And the second question is what? Right hand limit at 1. That is what limit extends to 1 plus 1 plus means x value more than 1. Here 1, but it is x less than. Here also 1, but x greater than. That is what x plus 3. X is equals to what? 1 plus h. X is equals to what? 1 plus h. Now, the limit x becomes h tends to 0. How so h tends to 0? Here it is what? X is equals to 1. Here also plus 1 becomes minus 1. 1 minus 1, 0. H tends to 0. Here b, x means 1 plus h plus 3. And say this, h becomes 0. So 1 plus 0 plus 3. That is equals to b into 1b plus 3. That is right hand limit at 1. Now I will go for left hand limit at 1. Left hand limit at 1. Please observe. Due to the small board, so that's why I have to erase everything. That's why I am requesting students, please observe carefully and please write down on the notes. Why? Because I am requesting you all, there is a sketch of the space due to the small board. That's why I cannot write properly full length of video. So please make notes. It is very useful to you and to me also. Okay. Now right hand limit completed. Okay, you understand? What is the left hand limit? This is what left hand limit. Say, observe this. Limit x tends to 1 minus, that is x less than 1. Yes, x less than 1. X square plus a. Here x is equals to what? 1 minus h. Now limit x becomes h tends to 0. X tends to 1, because h tends to 0 it is. X is equals to what? 1 minus h whole square plus a. Now h 0, 1 minus 0 whole square plus a, that is 1 plus a. Now here right hand limit is what? Observe b plus 3. Left hand limit is what? Observe 1 plus a. He said that in the question it is continuous or not. Everywhere it is continuous. Whether it is 0 or 1, whatever it is. Everywhere the question, entire question continues. At 1 also it is continuous. Now right hand limit should be equals to left hand limit. The final step is what? Right hand limit is equals to left hand limit. Right hand is equals to left hand limit. B plus 3 is equals to 1 plus a. B is equals to 1 plus a means 0 plus 3 become minus 3. Why is a 0 already at 0? A is equals to 0 in the previous explanation. Here 1 minus 3 what? Minus 2. Finally the answer is a 0 and b minus 2. This is the first year explanation. Every Sunday if you support me, every Sunday or every day if I have any time, I will be come in front of you as a live classes. If you can support me, it is useful to you and me also. So I am requesting you all, please encourage this channel and me, and please make better than before you, because my classes is always good with you and the easy explanation is there. Okay, and now actually we have to start second year classes also. Now it's time to start second year classes. Okay. Students, hi all of you second year students. I think you are not in live. Please arrange your phone with you and save your time with me here in the classes. Just half an hour. If you have to learn, your doubts will be rectified within the half an hour. Now, the second year topic is what? Definite integration. Definite integration there is a slight, the mild concept is there. If the students for IPU only, I am telling IPU only, there is a just such a few concepts are there. That is concept number one is what? Concept number one is what? That already you know that every question that is 0 to a f of x dx. These are the limits. That is what definite integration. This is what f of x. F of x means a function. We integration it. Already in indefinite integrations you already learned that what is the procedures of integration. Now this is f of x. 0 to a f of x dx is what? We know that f of x is a function. What is the integration set? We don't know, that is g of x. Completed. Integration completed. Now put the bracket and here limits. There is no need of plus c. There is no need of plus c. Okay? Now observe carefully. First upper limit and after lower limit. Insert here. Here g. X means what? A. G of a. And minus. Put here minus. And again 0 is there. G of 0. That is the definite integration. If I will give one example, 125 x dx, that is the question. 125 x dx. What is integration of x? That is x square by 2. Khatam. Integration khatam. Now the limits is what? 125. Put here is equals. Now put x here. That is what? 5 square. Now put here minus. Now 1 here. 1 square by 2. 5 square 25. 1 square 1 by 2. That is 24 by 2. That is 12. This is a definite integration. Concept number 1. That is concept number 1. Completed. 0 to a f of x dx. Is a very simple concept is there. Please write down on the notes, students. It is very useful to you. It is very helpful to in the exercise. And concept number 2 is what? Concept number 2 is what? Whether it is modulus concept 0 to a or minus a to a, whatever it is, this is modulus concept. Modulus concept. That is what? Modulus concept is what, sir? This can be split into two parts. 0 to a limits split into two parts. Maybe it is what? For example, 0 to 4 modulus 2 minus x. I will explain it. This is the question. Keep one point in your mind. Second concept is in the definite integration, modulus concept. Modulus concept means limits should be split. It is mandatory. Limits should be split. How can you split, sir? Very easy. This is half. 4 half means 2 plus. And second is what? 2 to 4. 0 to 2. 2 is outside. Half of the 4, 2. And 2 to 4. This is modulus 2 minus x. And this is modulus 2 minus x. Okay. This is a modulus concept. Modulus concept meaning is what, students? Keep in the mind. Limits should be split. How it splits a half? If it is 4, half is 2. 0 to 2 and 2 to 4. Now, in the integration, there is no scope of modulus. If there is modulus, we cannot define the integration. Now, we eliminate the modulus. How, sir? This is 0 to 2. 0 to between number take 1. If it is 1, 0 to the between number is what? 1. Put here 1. What happened? Yes, tell me what happened. 2 minus 1 is what? 1. Positive 1 or negative 1? 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1 is what? Positive 1. So this should be positive. This should be positive. That finish. Now we will go for this concept. 2, 4 between number is what? 3. Put here 2 minus 3. 2 minus 3 is what? Negative. That's it is negative. That it is negative. Negative means like this. Now it minus becomes minus of minus plus x, minus of plus minus. That's why we split into that concept. This is 2 minus x and this is x minus 2. Not by hearted. Please apply the concept. Okay. Now it's time to go for integration. Now it's time to go for integration. What is integration of 2? What is integration of 2? 2x. What is integration of x? X square. Everywhere limits here 0 to 2. Here also 0 to 2. Plus, what is x integration? X square by 2. Limits 2 to 4. And minus 2x. That is limits 2 to 4. Okay? Now the simplification start. If it is 2, 2x 4 minus, if it is 0, 2 into 0, 0. Again, if it is 2, x square means 2 square 4 and it is 0, 0 square. And again, if it is 4, 4 square 16. If it is 2, 2 square 4 and by 2. And if it is 4, 2 4 are 8. If it is 2, 2 2s are 4. Now, what happened? It is 4. It is minus 4. 16 minus 4, 12. 12 by 2, 6. 8 minus 4, 4. 8 minus 4, 4. That is minus 4. Now, finally we got 2 into 4, 8. 2 into 2, 4. 16 minus 4. That is what? 12. 12 by 2, 6. And here also 2 into 4, 8. 2 into 2, 4. 8 minus 4. 8 minus 4. That is what? And here also you see this s. This is what x is 2x. And this is what x square by 2. X square by 2, right? See this? 2x. X square by 2. X square by 2. That is what? By 2. So 4 by 2 is what? 2. Okay, clear? And it is what? 4 square 16. 2 square 4. It is what? 2 into 4, 8. 2 into 2, 4. Now it is 4. It is 4 by 2 means 2. 16 minus 4, 12. 12 by 2, 6. 8 minus 4, 4 minus 4. Plus 4 minus 4 got cancelled. 6 minus 2 is what? 4. That is the modulus concept. That is the modulus concept. Okay, students. And I will give you one question for do. This is a what? Please do it and send as a comment. I will see you and I will wait for this question. What is the answer for this? Okay. Thank you. And this is our concept number 2. And concept number 3 is what? Concept number 3 is what, students? Concept number 3 is what? Minus a to a, negative to positive. If in the question negative to positive, you are only 4 rules are there. 4 concepts you have to learn. We can command the exercise, the definite integration also. S minus a to a, that is, if it is, what we have to see is, if it is negative to positive limits for every question, except modulus, if every question, minus a to a limits is there, we have to ask two questions. Case number 1, f of minus x, put here in the x place minus x, f of minus x is also f of x, or ask next question, f of minus x is equals to minus f of x. If negative to positive limits are there, please keep this point, very important point is. If negative to positive limits are there, you ask one question. If this is the question, put there minus x instead of x. For example, it is f of x. Please put here x plus minus x plus minus x, minus square plus x square. So f of minus x also again what? F of minus x also what? X square. F of x also what? X square. F of minus x also what? X square. Now f of x and f of minus x equal. It is even function. It is what? Even function. When it is even function, integration is 2 integral 0 to a f of x. If it is even function, 2 integral 0 to a f of x. That is the integration for this person. But not with negative limits. Definite integration not considered as negative limits. Okay? If there is negative to positive limits, you ask the question. If it have x plus minus x, even though f of minus x also f of x, that is even function. That is answer is what? 2 integral 0 to f of x. Otherwise, f of minus x is equals to minus f of x. It is odd function. Wow, how it is said? F of x is equals to what? X cube. F of minus x is equals to what? Minus x cube. If minus cube is what? Minus and x cube. You see this? F of minus x is what? Minus f of x. F of minus x is what? Minus f of x. That is odd function. If it is odd function, what happened in the integration? Integration becomes 0. Integration becomes 0. That is the answer. Integration becomes 0. That is concept number 3. F of minus x is f of x, that is even function, and f of minus x is equals to minus f of x, that is odd function. That integration becomes 0. If I take one question, example, minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, sin cube theta, cos cube theta, d theta, he asked. That is the question. Okay? Now, what happened? See this. This is a negative and positive limits. So first question is what? F of theta. Put there f of minus theta. That is sin cube minus theta, cos cube minus theta. Minus cube means, what is the sin minus theta? What is sin minus theta? Minus sin theta. So minus sin theta cube. Cos minus theta is what? Positive. That is cos cube theta. Minus cube is what? Minus sin cube theta, cos cube theta. That is what? It is f of theta, but minus f of theta. F of minus theta is what? Minus f of theta. It is odd function. It is odd function. That's why integration is beside that 0. Integration is what? 0. That is concept number 3. And finally, the very important concept is what? Concept number 4. Concept number 4 is very, very important for all the students. So, from the concept number 4, we will meet the 7 marks. Concept number 4 will give us 7 marks. Now, only I will explain the concept of 4, and after next Sunday or any holidays is there, or tomorrow maybe, I will come in live for 7 marks. Now concept number 4 is what? That is, concept number 4 is what? Trigonometry limits. Keep in this mind, trigonometry limits. Trigonometry limits is there which any question. Trigonometry limits is there as I plus I concept. Just this point keep in your mind. I will give an example. If there is trigonometry limits in the definite integration at any cost, any exercise, if there is in the definite integration trigonometry limits are there, please keep this point in mind carefully. So that is concept is what? I plus I, that is what? 2a. What is this said? What is I plus I said? Just wait. I am giving one example. See, 0 to pi by 2 sin power 5x by sin power 5x plus cos power 5x dx. That is trigonometry limits question. What I told you just now, if there is a trigonometry limits I plus I, that is what one I given in the question. And next is what? X is replaced by a plus b minus x. That is concept number 4. X is what? A plus b minus x. For that only trigonometry limits, you should use that. If there is trigonometry limits, just write it I. And what is x behind? X becomes a plus b, 0 plus pi by 2 minus x. That is what? Pi by 2 minus x. Now it is another I. It is another I. Pick out. 0 to pi by 2. Sin power 5. X means pi by 2 minus x. Here also. Pi by 2 minus x. Here also. X place replaced by pi by 2 minus x. Now what happened? 0 to pi by 2. Sin 90 minus theta, you know that cos theta. Sin 90 minus theta, you know that cos theta. Cos 90 minus theta, you know that sin theta. That is what I. This is 1 and completion of this step 2. Now we have to do 1 plus 2. 1 plus 2 means, what happened? I plus I. I plus I means 2I. I plus I means 2I. That is same limits. 0 to pi by 2, 0 to pi by 2. And both have same denominators. Sin power 5, cos power 5. Here also cos power 5, sin power 5. So same denominator. Sin power 5, x plus cos power 5 x, and numerators are what here? Sin power 5 and here cos power 5. Both have cancelled. Please observe, already I told you the scarcity of space due to a small board. I have to cut these questions. So first of all, this is a very important point. Submit here. That is second I. That is 1 and this is 2. 1 plus 2 means I plus I, 2I. 2i is what? 1 dx. 1 dx means what? X. Limits are what? 0 to pi by 2. X plus pi by 2 and x plus 0, that is pi by 2. 2i is equals to pi by 2. I is equals to 2 becomes half. Pi by 2 and by 2. That is pi by 4. This is very important concept and important question also. So remaining all questions, if you support me, all the students, huge of students may ready to listen the classes and note down the notes. Then I will be ready to with so many questions in front of you in live. Okay, thank you.